Hi, and welcome to Sask Music's Indigenous History Month interview series. My name is LJ Tyson, and today I am joined by one of Prince Albert's favorite up and coming singers, Mercy Glover. I shouldn't just say singer because you're a songwriter as well. Mercy, welcome.
Thank you.
How are you
Thank
doing
you.
today?
I'm doing good. How are you?
So good, thank you. I'm like actually super pumped to talk to you because I honestly think that you have one of the most cool and unique voices I've ever
Thank you.
heard in the local music scene. When did you start singing? How did you get that sound?
The first time I sang, it was on the Voices of the North stage, and that was in grade 7, so I must have been 11 or 12, I think. And since then, I've just done the random little shows whenever I could around PA.
Awesome. And like I said, like you have such this cool, unique tone to your voice. Is that a natural thing, or did you have to really practice at that?
Um, I'd like to say it's a natural thing. Sometimes I'll try to like overcompensate it, and then I'll get my mom telling me like, "No, just sing naturally. Don't try to force anything." So very
Definitely
helpful.
great advice. And I definitely want people to go out there and either catch one of your live shows or, listen to some of the cover videos you put out. Speaking of live shows, you've been working a lot with your friends, Taya and Josh lately. How did that all come about?
Yes. Um, I had no idea who Josh was until last August. Even though I guess we did the Country North show in I think 2017 together, I still didn't know that was him. And then I got a text from one of my friends, and it was a video of Josh saying, "I'm putting together a show at the end of summer. I want you and Tay to sing in it." So I ended up messaging the wrong person that I thought was him. And I was like, "What's going on that day?" And they're like, "I don't know what you're talking about." So I had to do this big long backtrack to figure out that it was Josh that texted me. And then we sang at his show we put on at his grandparents' farm. And then since then, we just started hanging out and writing together, and then started getting these shows together. And we still are. We're still writing together and getting shows together, which is awesome.
Yeah, that's completely like for anyone watching out there, if you haven't come across their videos of Mercy and Taya and Josh singing together, I think it's such a unique thing because they're such great friends and the chemistry comes across on stage. And back to kind of your solo music, Mercy. I know you're also a writer, an up and coming writer. Have you been working on any new material put out there?
Yeah, the past year, I started writing, really focusing on writing myself at the start of the year. I took the year off from school. And then in March, I started lessons with Donnie Prato. So I've been working with him until the start of this month. Um, and I'm still continuing. I really want to focus within the next 2 years to try to get out an EP of the songs I'm working on right now. So that's what I got in the works currently. But
And what about some of your other goals, Mercy? I love hearing it from young artists, like what they want to accomplish, because I just think young artists have such a the world, they always have the world at their fingertips. And I mean, just to hear new voices is always exciting. So what are some of your other goals? What would you like to see happen?
so I plan on moving to Saskatoon at the end of summer because I feel like I've kind of seen the music scene in Prince Albert, and I want to get into the music scene in Saskatoon, see what's out there. And then my goal from there is kind of just to move city to city and do as many different shows, meet as many people as I can. And then the end goal one day is to hopefully move down to the States. Um, my plan is hopefully to move to Nashville one day in the future. That's the end goal.
I could totally see you rocking out in Nashville. That's I like pray and hope and wish that for you. And I know it's gonna happen because I just want to say this like once again to the viewers, like there's such amazing talent coming out of northern Saskatchewan, and I'm lumping Prince Albert in northern Saskatchewan there. And Mercy has one of the, I'll say it again and again and again, most unique, awesome, strong voices you've ever heard. Because a lot of times people when they are leaving high school or getting ready to go to like post-secondary, they will kind of push music to a back burner, which is okay. Education is important too.
Yeah.
It's so nice to see you just continuing to do music because I strongly believe that you're one of the young artists that people should be looking out for here in Saskatchewan.
Thank you.
Mercy, where can people find you on like social media?
They can find me as just Mercy Glover on every social media platform. So Facebook, Instagram, TikTok. I have a YouTube account, haven't started posting on it yet, but I do hope to start posting on that.
Awesome. And like I said, this is part of an interview series for Indigenous History Month. Mercy, with you being Métis, what does that representation mean to you, being a Métis person and an entertainer? I mean, is that something that you are implementing into your music? Is that something that you are just representing as being yourself? How does that fall into your artistry?
I'd like to say both. I'd like to say it's representing myself as a Métis artist, but as well, I want to include that in my music, of course. I started writing this song with my dad actually about missing Indigenous women that I'm still working on. So I do want to include that with my music as well.
Perfect. Well, thank you so much for taking the time to talk with me today. And I would wish you luck, but I know that you're already just steamrolling for success there. So
thank you.
Hey, congratulations.
Thank you so much.
Thank you so much. Everyone go check out Mercy Glover, and thanks so much for checking this interview out.